Wolverine to the hand, land into play. Right? Groovy. We threw our wilds, which we said we weren't going to do, right after, because we're going to pull it back, which is great. We're going to pull another land. We have nothing to discard. I guess we draw and then discard, so it just does its own thing. Again, that's fine. Pull a land, balance the Intimidator underneath. We get our Escape to the Wilds back in play, right? From the Drakkis Mutate ability, instant or sorcery back to your hand. So we'll be casting that next turn. Intimidator back to the hand, spell in our hand, and again, let's go in for another 4. Really pushing ourselves. That's 2 turns in a row we've been aggro. Hey everybody, welcome back, and thanks for taking the time out of your day to watch Hello Good Game. Today we are playing Temur Mutate, and this deck revolves around the Ruin Crab, a 0/3 with landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield, your opponent mills 3 cards. Of course, you know how amazing Temur, of course that means the color combination of red, blue, and green, is at flooding the battlefield with lands. We have a couple really cool things within the deck to accomplish this, and then of course the rest of the deck is just based around the tried and true Mutate shell. As always, we're going to break down the deck list in its entirety, talking about each individual card, why was it chosen to be included in the deck, the strengths, the weaknesses. Then we'll talk about the deck's overall strategy, and then the synergies included within it to make that strategy accomplishable. Then we'll take a look at the gameplay footage, where we'll break down any metagame interactions we can find, you know, describing those play lines as best we can, so when you come into similar situations, you'll be able to execute them efficiently. We also have our final thoughts, channel plans, you know, life situations, blah, blah, blah. Everything in the chapters below if you want to skip to a certain section. And with that all being said, if you do find any value within the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up, share the channel out to a friend, and check out my live schedule as well. We start every single morning on YouTube at Mountain Standard Time at 6 a.m. And again, if you don't want to do the conversions, just follow, hit the bell icon, and then you'll just be notified. After our YouTube live session, we are on Twitch all day, probably about 7:30 Mountain Standard to about probably 1:30, 2:30, as late as 5 some days. And then we're back on YouTube at 6 p.m. To wrap up our evenings with you all. So no matter what time of day you're up, we've got content available for you here at Hello Good Game. And again, join the Discord if you know, we're not online. We're always available within the chat, and we have a huge community of capable Mythic players that can help you with whatever you need. So with that all out of the way, let's get into the Temur Mutate deck list. Ruin Crab is 0/3. We already talked about this. Landfall, whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent mills 3 cards. Great. Heroic Intervention, we already talked about this as well. This is an instant speed spell for 2 permanents, gain hexproof and indestructible until end of turn, that you control, of course. Baby Godzilla, a 1/3. Each creature spell you cast costs 1 less to cast if it has Mutate. When you cast a creature spell, if it has Mutate, draw a card, then discard a card. This is an absolutely amazing hidden tech that we're going to talk about in the synergies. Lore Drakkis, this is a 2/3, mutate for 2. Whenever this creature mutates, return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. And of course, this is our first 3 drop. We also have 4 copies of Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath, a 6/6, and when it enters the battlefield, sacrifice it unless it's escaped. When Uro enters the battlefield or attacks, you gain 3 life and draw a card. Then you may put a land card from your hand into the battlefield. The escape cost is 4, plus exiling 5 other cards from your graveyard. 2 copies of Parcelbeast. Now this is our first 4 drop, a 2/4, mutate for 2, so a very cheap mutate trigger. We can pay 1 and tap it to look at the top card of our library. If it's a land card, you may put it into the battlefield. If you don't put that card into the battlefield, put it into your hand. So this is one of those hidden ways to be playing multiple lands to help mill your opponent. We also have our Migratory Greathorn. This is a 3/4. Whenever this creature mutates, search your library for a basic land card, put it into the battlefield tapped, and shuffle your library. Only 2 copies. What are we doing here? This is a strange occurrence. Gemrazer, 4/4, reach trample, mutate for 3. Whenever this creature mutates, destroy target artifact or enchantment an opponent controls. Into our 5 drops actually now. Pouncing Shoreshark, 4 copies of this. That's how powerful it is. A 4/3 with flash, mutate for 4. Whenever this creature mutates, you may return target creature an opponent controls to its owner's hand. You know, probably one of the best cards within the deck, other than Auspicious Starrix, a 6/6 with Mutate. For 6, whenever this creature mutates, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile X permanent cards, where X is the number of times this creature is mutated. Put those permanents into the battlefield. And of course, Escape to the Wild sorcery. Exile the top 5 cards of your library. You may play cards exiled this way until the end of your next turn, and you may play an additional land this turn. These spells are accompanied by 4 Ketra Triumphs, which is the, again, Temur Triumphs, red, blue, and green. We also have the Cage Crown pathway and Timber Crown pathway, adding either a green or a red to our pool. We have the River Glide pathway and Lava Guide pathway, same thing with red and blue. 6 forests and 6 islands. No sideboard today. We're playing best of 1. So that's the deck list. Let's begin to break down the strategies and synergies here. First and foremost, I mentioned that we lost Paradise Druid. We use Heroic Intervention to offset that. You know, you don't need hexproof every single turn. What you need is to have your opponent use their removal. You surprise them with the disruption here, and now they don't have any more removal, right? So that's great. Yes, they can find more removal, but now we get into our hidden tech of the Lore Drakkis. Whenever this creature mutates, return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. This allows us to use Heroic Intervention on their turn. They use their mana. It's our turn. We mutate either with the Drakkis or onto the Drakkis to return the intervention to our hand. Boom, we've got it to hold up again to interrupt their next removal. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. It gets better than that. We've got that early game / protection with the Heroic Intervention. If we don't need to use the Heroic Intervention, now we shift our sight into Escape to the Wild, another sorcery spell. So, you know, it gets played, goes to the graveyard, we mutate with the Drakkis, we can bring it back into our hand, and this is one spell that you would love to bring back and play over and over again. Let me tell you what. Exile the top 5 cards of your library. You may play land cards exiled, you may play cards exiled this way until the end of your next turn, and you may play an additional land this turn. So you know, we're refilling our hand. We're drawing 5 cards for 5. That's really, really good value, especially when we can repeat that action, bringing it back from our grave with our Lore Drakkis. Absolutely groovy. Playing an additional land each turn does support the ramping, which is just good in general. It also supports the mill through the Rune Crab. Very, very cool stuff. These are our only 2 instances and sorceries, or instants and sorceries. You know, they're great. And bringing them back from your graveyard for multiple uses is amazing. It allows us to keep a very thin portfolio of, you know, those spell cards that aren't creature or mutate based, which means they're not clogging up our draw. We can continue to draw those mutate cards to keep that stack increasing when it really counts. As far as other forms of ramp, you know, the Godzilla is what I call reverse ramp, reducing the cost of our mutate creatures, which is great. And then, you know, we talked about the tech of bringing our instances and sorceries back once we've used them. If the situation doesn't warrant that we use them, we can discard them. Typically, we are discarding a card with the baby Godzilla and drawing a card. Well, what if we are discarding, right, a sorcery when we cast our mutate creature, and then bringing that sorcery immediately back from the grave into our hands from the Lore Drakkis. So it's like you're drawing with the baby Godzilla now. You're not cycling. Typically, you are drawing and discarding, drawing and discarding. Now, you're drawing, discarding, bringing from the grave. Drawing, discarding, bringing from the grave, right? So you can cycle an instant or sorcery from your hand to the grave, back to your hand with the baby Godzilla. That's a very cool tech to keep your card advantage high. And that's what it's all about here in the Temur Mutate. Of course, you know, destroying our opponent's artifacts, enchantments with our Gemrazer. It's also got reach, so it can snag the flyers down. That's awesome. Uro gains us life. It also is, again, the ramp and the draw. Parcelbeast can be tapped for the land, for the crab. You know, it's also a really cheap mutate target. We're not really attacking here. It's more of a defensive style. That's why we're not running, say, the octopus, for example, because this way, you know, it's not attacking because we're not ever going to trigger the octopus in this variant normally. And then at the end of our opponent's turn, before it's our turn, you know, we can pay 1, tap it, do our thing that way, right? And of course, you guys all know what the Starrix does. Floods the field, you go big, easy peasy lemon squeezy. And the shark with flash is the best card within this deck. convince me otherwise. It could go onto the crab, give it offensive capabilities, which is really cool. It can also bounce your opponent's offensive capabilities, which is awesome. On your opponent's attack phase, boom, you block with your shark, they think that's fine. You block with your crab, they think that's fine. You put your shark onto your crab, you bounce one of their creatures, you block the other with your shore shark, and just like that, double removal from nowhere. So those are the general strategies and synergies within the deck. Of course, your general strategy is to go wide, and then of course mill them defensively if you can't do that. And then to get there, you're playing multiple lands per turn. You're using your Lore Drakkis and your Baby Godzilla tech to cycle and replay your Evolve to the Wilds, Escape to the Wilds and Heroic Interventions. Jeez Louise. Anyway, that's the deck list. Enjoy today's gameplay footage. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share to a friend, and all that jazz. And make sure to watch to the end because we've got great big news for you guys today. And it's going to blow your minds, so don't miss it. And we'll see you in a few minutes. Take care. All right, the land doesn't actually look great, but we have the Great Horns on the back end if we pull our third crab to mutate onto. Could be good, could be good. Plenty of land in the deck as well. Ooh, that's not one of them. A great card though. I mean, Pouncing Shoreshark. It's just absolutely amazing. All right, it's a mill off. Oh yeah, doubling down already. Okay, we do need a land. So they took an intervention and then 2 land off the top, and then 3 non-lands, and we pull a non-land. What a bummer. Let's play our crab, land on top. We can get at them too. Man. This is what it's come to. I see. Oh yeah, Teferi Tiltage. Teferi Tiltage. Oh, both of our escapes. I'm loving it. Hey, we get our third land though. That's what it's all about. That's Great Horn onto the crab over top. Right, we get another mill, right? So that's always fun. We don't need really a mountain because our escapes are gone. And we also have offensive capabilities now, which is quite interesting. The mill is gross. We're down to 36. This will be 33 after the lands. Oh, nice. Mimic copies the crab. What are we down to? 30 now after the land, I think, right? Yeah. Ooh. But they turbocharge us with our Uro to play. That's nice, right? Full graveyard. Don't mind that. They're at 40. We're at 29. This is weird. We want to Gemraze the heck out of that tutelage, right? That'll pull us a land as well. Also gives us trample for the blockers. So that's not the worst, right? Not too bad. And I will, instead of protecting the creature, which do we need to do? Let's see if there's any removal in the graveyard. Drowned in the lock, there is. So, we will play it as the forest. We don't have our Draxith in hand, but we can hold up our intervention, which could be pretty powerful to save our Gemrazer from removal. They're down to 13. Let's end our turn here. We are at 28. They're at 33. So the mill's relatively close. They are double milling us though with 2. Oh, and they just take 2 crabs off the top. You dirty dogs. Pass. No removal. I guess that this sucks. We should be playing wide, but at a certain point, that would only give me 3 mana. We don't have the resources to do so. They're just countering that, so that's a thing. And we mill. That's actually a little bit annoying. A little annoying. We still have basics in the deck, a Starrix, but we don't really want to pull the Starrix anymore so much. Let's play Uro so we can go wide with the Gemrazer. I think they're going to outmill us. Four damage here. They don't want to sacrifice the crabs. They're down to 30. We have 17. We are ready to strike, though. That is for sure. Wow, we left our intervention down and they're going to remove us? No, okay, okay. Good, 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 good. Let's play our land. Get the mill. Attack. They're down to 26. The Shoreshark does have flash, which leaves us with 1, 2, 3 mana left over. So we could... And again, they've got... Right? That gives us 3. Yeah, let's hold it. I don't want to do anything incorrectly. They're throwing down the Trickster, an unblocked rogue, just this guy. Interesting. So they're going to try to attack with the Trickster, and we'll use our Shoreshark to bounce it. We also pull another land. And we have our intervention up. Oh, nice. Another counter spell. Oof, skis. That does not feel good. Whoops. Yeah, silence that. So sorry. We just take it on the chinny chin chin. What are they taking? Arrow? Yes, interesting. So it does get sacked, which I guess is good, question mark. Them gaining 3 life is the biggest bummer here, probably. Oh my god, nice. And Evolving Wilds. That's just what we needed. Oh, golly. Yeah, that's a good game. Leaves us with 1 card, I believe, which, you know, we draw. They're at 23 still. Oh! And we don't have the juice. We get close, but just didn't work out. Cry. Let's just kill ourselves here. My god. hardest task of my life, apparently. Draw a card, lose a game. What a jerk. Do it again. Oh gosh. Land looks good here. Plays don't look good, but they are what they are. We need the crabs. Mono red. Uro should help us here, hopefully. Right, we can cycle into our graveyard with the Godzilla, which can help our Uro be played. Ooh, big woofs. I wouldn't have blocked anyways. We're gonna play crab first. How do you not? Two Godzillas? That's kind of crazy. No attacks. Let's try to play a control variant here. Drawing a land, playing Uro, playing both lands. A Greathorn would be really cool here. It's awesome because typically our baby Godzillas warrant the removal. I play the crab first just because why not? Crab life. We'll get added here though. I wanted to mill them, is the thing. The deck theme here is, you know, trying to focus around that. We already have our red source, so it doesn't matter, I guess. And now we have the flash bounce on them, which is great. And then we can also use the 4/3 to flash defend. A little drum roll for you. This could be weird though. It's got double strike too. Do we just sacrifice the crab? That's bad manners. Let's just take the damage. Nice. Let's see if they have anything else. They absolutely do. Parcelbeast can go. I want to keep the Greathorn. Godzilla can go. Over top, and we bounce this Spell Eater. Still get a big hit. Not pleasant. Let's just go ahead and bounce this Intimidator. Discard the Triome. We don't have our crab anymore. Oh, let's discard the land again. Yeah, probably over top. We're trying to play defensively. Intimidator back to the hands. Let's keep the Parcelbeast as a mutate trigger in hand in case we want to bounce something else. Should we? Should we attack? Why not? We have 16 life still. We have 2 Uros to play, right? Let's get in for a little damage. Let's push ourselves a little bit here. I know I said we were going to play defensively. It's not got haste. As long as they don't give it haste, we'll be okay. They only have 2 cards in hand we don't know of. We're good to go. Oh, my favorite card. There's so many different ways that this can go, and I love them all. Let's pull a land. Throw this Wolverine back in hand. I'm not tossing the wilds, we're saving that, so whatever we draw, we throw. Well, that's an interesting turn of events. We toss our wilds, we keep our Drakkis. This goes underneath. Wolverine to the hand, land into play. Right? Groovy. We threw our wilds, which we said we weren't going to do, right after, because we're going to pull it back, which is great. We're going to pull another land. We have nothing to discard. I guess we draw and then discard, so it just does its own thing. Again, that's fine. Pull land, bounce the Intimidator underneath. We get our Escape to the Wilds back in play, right? From the Drakkis mutate ability, instant sorcery back to your hand. So we'll be casting that next turn. Intimidator back to the hand, spell in our hand, and again, let's go in for another 4. Really pushing ourselves. That's 2 turns in a row we've been aggro. This is a mill deck as well that I tried to build. Apparently, without the crab, it doesn't do quite as much as we'd like it to. Intimidator back in play. Puts a thing on it. They must be giving it haste. Oh, they just straight up fling our mutate stack. Nice. That's respectable, bro. Yeah, let's pull some crabs, right? I can't believe we don't get a crab. Yeah. Let's get after it. Let's throw our intervention away. Over top. 6/6 gets rid of the flip. The seer or whatever they had, and we replace ourselves. 3 turns in a row. Big attacks. Spell Eater in play. Another Spell Eater. I'm so sorry. Woof. Greathorns in hand. We have something to mutate it onto. That's basically my prerequisite to the mutate deck. Starrix is there, sure, whatever. I'm just going to assume they'll have us discard it. Try them and play first. We're skipping it until we play it with probably an Uro or just when we get time on the second one. Baby Garcia, go. I don't know. Look at this little guy. We played with baby sharks the other day. Now we're playing with baby Godzillas. Look at that cute little face. If he's furry, I'd cuddle him. Ooh. Tough. So we got no play. So let's just play slow. Ouch. They're good gaming us. Alright, boys. I ain't having none of it. We have our Drakkis to bring that. Oh, it got exiled. Son of a beeswax. They need in our hand again. Very nice. Let's throw some real salt their way. They see our Shoreshark, but it's coming. We need to go wide for this doom. Ha! I want to save this for doom almost though, don't I? Playing Doom here? Yeah, you son of a bee. We have to keep one of our creatures and we can Gemrazer onto it, slay the Doom. Oh! They got us. Double mutate, go! We need another, yes! Really? Give me that, what's it, 3-3? 4-4? Okay, they're gonna field wipe is the thing. We got a field wipe coming in. Gross. Shatter El Sky. Let's hope not, though. It's just, they've got nothing. They're gonna play second Doom, single target removal. Okay, 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 okay. Wow. Free draw. There's nothing for us to snag. Actually, oh, that was the wrong play. Whoops. Oh no, they've got to sack their Doom. Okay, maybe wasn't the wrong play. Ah, we should have went wide. A Treacherous Blessing, that's good. They're down to 8 already. They need to play a Doom here or it's game. Shatter. Not bad. Not bad. Nothing for us to take. If we can pull and escape, that's gonna be awesome. They're also doing damage here. They need a Doom. Oh, that'll do it. That'll do it, lads. Good game. Can we survive while they kill themselves somehow? This is so far gone. This is bad news. Yikes. Okay, this is 2 damage though. I'm not going to play anything, so they can only sack one thing with their Doom. Next turn, we sack the Doom because we can't sack anything. They keep Treacherous Blessing in play. Gate 3 life! It's to be a little harder than I was originally anticipating. What are they at? Down to 30. We gotta get rid of the crab, man. Should've kept it. Use a secret landfall tech. They had such a good opening discard on us. It wasn't even funny. They were BMing us as well, which is like totally justified because they slammed us. How do they not have removal in that hand? You know what I mean? Alright. We take 3 damage. They discard a card.
Your day is going to feel great.
They're just gonna out kill us.
We're doing things my way.
Baby Godzilla, go! I wish that triggered Blessing. That'd be cool. Got you there. Alright, down to 2. Lethal next turn. That's definitely a good game. They just tossed a Shatter. Game. We tried our best there. The only reason I'm keeping this hand is because it has a Shoreshark. We need to pull something to put it onto in a big way, so let's hope that we pull a crab! That's not a crab. Alright, maybe we pull a Pollywog. Pollywog, I think that's fine, right? There it is. Now we're talking. Ooh, we just tossed 2 of their Greathorns. I like that. Right? Greathorn mutates onto the landfall creatures really nicely. We can't block this though. That's a bummer. Oh, they have a 3rd one. Are you serious? Disgusting. I'm physically sick. Goes up to 7. Casual 7-8. I'm coming over. We're gonna bounce the heck out of it though. Shoreshark in play. Let's throw some salt into this upcoming wound. I'm really liking these new emotes. They're weird. They're super occultic. They mean absolutely nothing, but just groovy. Unless they can slay our crab here. Got him. Save ourselves a little bit of damage there. Push our opponent back a bit. We're dropping 5. We can play 6/6 blocker. Oof. Oof skis. We have our opponent down to 37. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just hold the phone, right? We have protection and another Shoreshark available, so this is ideal. We're gonna start up with this landfall joke. We can block now is the thing though. We're not 3 or less, or 2 or less, sorry. Full land. We have a mutate stack of only 1. We'll be at 2 though, actually, after the second shark. This has flash too, so either way. Once they spend their mana, go past their attack phase, we can go ahead and bounce. Obviously, we have Indestructible. They're just tapping themselves here. Not 100% sure what that's about. Let's get him. Big money, big money. Let's push the Heart of Keld. We get a Greathorn ourselves, plus a Triome equals mill. I think we play offensively because we don't want to block with it. We'll just chump our Greathorn. Heart of Keld, play lines off the top of the library. Nothing, then they Greathorn onto the Elemental. We can just chump walk. They are down to 29, we're at 46. And we're gonna Starrix onto the Starrix, which has a shark. Good times. Losing Paradise Druid hurt for sure, without a doubt. We could actually just take this hit, I guess. Right? Let's Starrix in case we pull another crab first. I guess we're bouncing the Greathorn shenanigans. Okay. We have to do that again, though, I believe, right? No crab, really. We're going wide. No crabs, though. Sucks. We want to stack those crabs, man. I guess we'll just play the land organically. And we have a shark available. I believe, right, for 3 because this reduces it by 1. We can hit for both of these. Our opponent is down to 19 cards in their library. Good game, that's for sure. Shoreshark just saves the day. So good. We lost our intervention. We used it. Again, at this point, if they do remove our Starrix, you know, we've gone wide enough with it that it's okay, right? The loss of Paradise Druid really hurt, but Starrix is so powerful that you only need it to trigger a couple times. And that's going to be fine. If they could just see. Nice. That's a 12-3. It's all their mana, no fling. I was like, what's gonna go on with this 12-3 here? They toss a big hand to draw. I guess looking for fling, right? Or Kazal's Fury. They don't get it. That's game. Keeping this hand, you know, it's got really nice 2-drop, really nice 3-drop. We do have our protection, so... Interesting. I'm intrigued. Playing our forest. Boros equipment. Boros warriors. Definitely Boros warriors. Defender in play. Burrow out next turn. We need a mutate target like a shark. Ooh, paying a life for the Voyager. Blocking with one of them. Playing our mountain. Playing Uro. We're gonna get hit hard next turn. I hope it's not an Embercleave. No crabs in play for all this awesome land. Sucks. Oh, that's almost as bad as an Embercleave. Gonna hit for 8. Ah! Come on, Sharky. We kind of just need to go wide, though, don't we? Yeah, I mean, it's not an ideal play. It is what it is. gonna toss a Parcelbeast. Let's just go for it. It's a good play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We might lose it. Wow. Let's just go big. I'm tossing the intervention. This is like, don't do that. Try to save the intervention to protect your creatures. No attacks. We have to play defensively. We're going all in, right? We gotta go big. Oh! That just happened. That's a good game. Stacking these war leaders too. Woof. Woof. You know, is Uro gonna get banned? That's the question. Right? I'm almost nervous to make content with Uro in it. I don't know what's gonna be banned on Monday. So this is just shenanigans. I wanted to update the Mutate deck a little bit. I think we could do a little bit more updating. The Gilded Goose, I think, goes in here. Just because it's such a great target to mutate onto. And it also will ramp you into the Starrix, which is nice. With that being said, you could also play the Cobra and just actually break the heck out of this deck if you really wanted. But I mostly just wanted to focus on Rune Crab for now, and then of course once you do go that far, it's like, well, we're running Scoot, and now the deck changes entirely, right? So I just wanted to keep it into like a mill based mutate for today, and of course, you know, whatever flavor of mutate tickles your fancy. Is very easy to adjust the core or the shell of the deck into whatever variant you feel comfortable and want to get into, right? So thanks for your time and attention. Really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share to a friend, support the channel financially if you can afford to do so. I would really appreciate that. We're trying to maintain minimum wage. You know, the hype from the new set is wearing off, so that's sad. And hopefully, just hopefully, the channel will continue to grow at a great rate, and we can get into our own place soon, regardless if you guys decide to help us out or not. And you know, a massive shout out to everybody who has chosen to do so. We are very poor, and we need your money. Oh gosh, KD again for dinner tonight, boys. XOXO. Right, thanks for watching, you guys. I really appreciate it. That was my big news, that we're having KD for dinner, in case you're looking to come full circle on that beginning clickbait. Take care, enjoy yourselves, have a magical day. That's what's most important to me than, you know, any amount of views, is that you have yourself a great day. And you know, go watch yourself another video of mine if you don't mind. Right, take care, and we'll see you soon.